Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from Good Housekeeping and Charlie Bird. We're here today to talk to you about kids crafts. Let me get behind the table and then we can get going. Okay, so we are like you, self-isolating at home, and we are trying to do what's best for all of our communities, but guys, those of you with young kids, I know that it's not the easiest thing to do to stay sane, let's be honest. Charlie and Ava, her little sister, they've been loving doing crafts with us, and I'm just finding it's kind of been a bit useful just to plan things ahead, a day ahead or a day or two ahead, so that we've got something to do. This is not to say that I am craft mother of the universe and that's what I do with my kids all day. We're all working. We are still producing Good Housekeeping magazine, we're still producing video, but I'm finding that if we are spending 10 to 15 minutes leaning in every single day with the kids, it really does seem to give us a little bit extra time of things that we need to get going. So let's get going with our Kids Connect project today. I've kept it simple today. I just want to tell you what we've been doing at home, and to really reiterate that this doesn't involve that we've been going to the shops to buy things and ordering loads of stuff. We really are trying to work with stuff that's in and around the garden and in the house and things we have. Haven't we, Charlie? What have we been doing when we've been going out for our walks? What have we been collecting? Sticks, exactly. So you know when you go for a walk and your children bring 10,000 things for you to put in your pockets, guys, take a basket. If we're still allowed for walks after President Ramaphosa has spoken, who knows, but go in the garden, pick up sticks. So we've been collecting sticks. What else have we been collecting, Birdie? Leaves. A nice time to talk to your kids about autumn and what's happening with the season, what's happening with the colours, and what else?
Cut out hands.
That's for later. We'll tell them later. That's a secret one. We'll tell them later. We've been picking up stones. Pebbles are obviously ideal, but we haven't been going to the forest. I think there are just too many people at the moment, so we have been actually just taking stones out of the garden. We've been picking up pods from trees as well. And what's that one over there?
And we've been picking out acorns.
Pine cones. Hey, these are really fun to paint.
Except this one, it's spiky.
That one's super spiky, but this is a nice fat one, hey, before the squirrels got to it. So yeah, we've been collecting sticks, stones, leaves, stuff from the natural world. And also what we did is that I created a little bit of a scavenger hunt challenge for the kids. Charlie loves a clipboard. If you can find a clipboard for a 6-year-old, they will be in heaven. So we did a little bit of a scavenger hunt, find a big leaf, find a little leaf, a smooth stick for painting. You do need smooth sticks, guys. The bark is a pain if you want to paint it. A smooth stone for painting. Obviously, if you can find pebbles, if you live near rivers, fantastic. Pine cone, find a flower, find a bug. That didn't go down so well, you can imagine. Pick up a piece of litter, a fern leaf. We're lucky that we do have fern leaves where we live, and a selfie, which, you know, we don't mind selfies in this house, do we? We love them. So when it came to the paint, I had actually bought from Mambo's already. This paint's fantastic, $29.99 a tube. It stops them from digging into pots, spilling and what have you, and I actually pack it away afterwards. And we've got these great little palettes, which were also a Mambo's fun. I think they were R9, but you can also just use a paper plate. It's just as easy. I didn't buy all the paints, all the colours. There are loads of them, but Charlie is busy learning about what colours make what at school. So I thought this was a nice opportunity. So what colour makes green, Birdie? Blue and yellow, exactly. And we're painting leaves, so it would be a nice time to do.
What colour does make purple?
Blue and red. Well done, cooks.
And what colour makes orange?
Orange is, I can't remember. Can you tell me?
Oh,
well done. So yeah, so we've got our palette here, and we're going to be using the leaves as a template. So you can do it two ways. Somebody loves the camera. Either use your leaf as a stencil, or you can use paint on it and use it as a printing mechanism. So I think should we do some printing, Charlie? Okay, so pick a I'm actually going to pick it for you if you don't mind, because this is a nice one to use. It's nice and flat. And do you want to mix a colour or do you want to do plain?
Mix it.
Okay, so you mix a colour. I'm actually going to just dip into the red for now. And I'm just going to show you, guys, I'm sure you've done this with your kids when you were little. I think this is what's been quite fun about this process, is just remembering all the stuff that we used to do as kids ourselves, and then just changing things up a little bit. So we've painted our leaf, and now we're going to stencil it. Use it as a, not as a stencil, use it as a printing block. I'll show you now. I'll hold it to camera and then peel it away. Really, it's as simple as craft, but it's really gratifying for them. And then obviously it would be ideal to use dried ones, but we don't have, well, dried ones to paint on, I should say, but we didn't have time. I flattened these last night. And then what you can also do, sorry Charlie, oh my goodness, show that up to the camera what you're doing. Then you can also then use this as a stencil and paint around it for shapes and things. I think this is better than mine. Show yours, Charlie, that's a really good one. And they can really get going with practicing colour mixing and just messing around, really. And the other thing that I saw on the net, which I thought was fabulous, was using leaves and glue to create shapes and pictures.
Did that. I put leaves under the paper and then I drew and then it went copied the leaves.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that idea. So Charlie's saying you can put leaves under paper, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called
That's
rubbing.
what I did for my flipper flapper.
Oh, is it called rubbing with a crayon?
Yes.
So you put leaves underneath paper
Underneath.
and on top, and then you take a crayon and you rub over it and you make
Put
rubbings.
it on top.
Oh, okay, you just do a rubbing. Do you want to tell us how to do it? Okay, Charlie's going to get her stuff ready and then she's going to do some rubbings. Okay, so while she's doing that, I'm just going to talk about what we did with the sticks. I don't know what it is about painting sticks, but these kids have loved it. Literally, just find a smooth stick.
Ta-da!
Oh wow, that's so cool. Okay, you finish it, love, and then we can see the rest of the... Oh wow, you are teaching me stuff every day, Crooks.
Because of my flipper flapper.
So this is what you did with your flipper flapper at school?
Yeah.
Okay, should we show on the camera? So that comes out really beautifully. And you don't have to go to the shops to buy anything. You're literally using the leaves and things we find in the garden around us. Something cute about the stones. So we've been doing this actually for about a year now. We haven't done it for a few months, but we started about a year ago. So in Cape Town, there's a hashtag CT Rocks, and you can paint stones and then you leave them in spaces for other children to find, and then you can collect one if you're out. So I don't know if any of you from around the country, if you have similar initiatives going on in your communities, but share them please, because it's so nice for them and it's so nice to spread the love. You can paint them any color you want. You can use a Sharpie afterwards to decorate it, and again, it's something that keeps them engaged.
And the paper.
Go for it, love. Okay, so the sticks, that's where we were. So literally just a smooth stick, sometimes a nice little shape. It's cute so they can play something afterwards. Charlie found this cute one, which is like a catty, which has been a very contested over piece of wood in our house, let me tell you. The two of them have been arguing over it. But the finished item, as you can see, is her little walking stick that she made, which you are so proud of, aren't you, Birdie? How many coats of paint do we have to do on this? One? And another one afterwards, hey? So obviously wood's quite porous, so you would need to, do another one afterwards. I had suggested she put two little googly eyes in here, but she wasn't interested. But, and also what you could do is use the glitter paint over it afterwards, which is also fun. So this has kept her busy. She wanders around the garden singing songs and casting spells and what have you. So yeah, I guess my point is just there is stuff around that we really can use, and going back to the basics has been really fun. That's gorgeous, darling. Do show the camera, pick it up so you can show people what you made. She did stripes. That's stunning, Birdie. So we'll leave that to dry, and depending on what President Ramaphosa says, if we're allowed out or not this afternoon, we will go and hide it, not too well, somewhere out there where another child can pick it up. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is just carrying on with the theme of using the stuff that we have at home. So obviously we get quite a lot of deliveries here for work and what have you, and little superfluous habit that I may have. So I just keep cardboard, and I often just slice it into little bits and pieces, and when they say they're bored, I just give them some painter's tape and tell them to go and make something, and that also seems to be working. And Charlie especially has been having loads of fun making things out of boxes. But something I did last night actually was I made a stencil of Charlie's hands, and we'll do Ava's later as well, and maybe this afternoon, hey Birdie, we'll sit down and we'll set up a fake salon, which I think could be cute, using Koki pens, and they can make bracelets for the wrists and do the nails and what have you. Maybe we'll look at a YouTube video and see how people are doing crazy nail things. Maybe you've got some old nail polish they can use. They've used all of mine, so they're using Koki pens for this. And then actually this is really cute. My mum-in-law Granny Helen, bought these in the UK a little while ago, and I actually hid 2 of them because I had intended to take them to a printing shop and ask them to laser cut them for me. Far too complicated, and I'm not going to do that, but I am going to make stencils of them today, and we can do some dollies here. That'll be cute. And I think that is actually about it. Oh, the make your own paint. This is really good, guys. I'll write it down afterwards as well in the feed below. To make your own paint, it's so simple. I can't believe how simple it is. So we'll try that as well, and I'll let you know how it goes. It's a cup of water. It's 350 mils of white flour, 350 mils of table salt, so your Cerebos, and food coloring. And you can obviously then divide that into bowls and choose what colors you want to use, which I'm definitely going to try that because no plans to go to the shops anytime soon. Oh, Birdie, you've done a lot. Do you want to do another leaf? Yeah, so just to reiterate what we've been talking about and what we've been doing at home while we've been doing self-isolating. We're not sticking to a routine. We are trying to do one lean-in thing in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then really trying to encourage them to entertain themselves while we work. Obviously getting them involved in as much cooking as possible. We're all cleaning, we're all doing our own chores, washing our hands 6 times a day. Hey, Birdie. And I'm really mining my childhood, really looking into the things that used to keep us occupied as kids. So collecting sticks, collecting pine cones, stones. These ferns are so nice to do, to use as a stencil. Do you want to use this one, Charlie? Here, paint over here and see what it does. I'll hold it. Yeah, stick stones. Looking out, looking at opportunities of what you can chat to your kids about. We've been talking about autumn a lot. And yeah, really just keeping it simple. There's not much else that, we try not to overcook it, and obviously we don't want to make them anxious about things. But something I forgot about sequins that we did at Christmas time is we painted these, and then we added sequins and pom-poms, didn't we, Charlie? What did you do? Did you just put the sequins and the pom-poms? Okay, but maybe this time we'll paint them. And if I've got some spray paint, we'll give them a spray. Okay, how about that?
Painting doesn't work.
Oh, okay, painting
Only
doesn't
spray
work,
paint.
apparently. Only spray painting. So yeah, guys, maybe this afternoon, go and collect some stuff, look around the house for some cardboard, some stencils or such cool things to do with your kids. You can stencil, you can make cardboard ornaments for Easter. And yeah, on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about crafting with colour and things to do. And I really hope that you will tune in with us and let us know if you did any crafts. Take some pics, tag us please, and it would be really good to hear from you what ideas you have. I know that there are school teachers tuning in, I know there are lots of homeschoolers tuning in. It would be really, really lovely to hear what you have to say. Thanks so much.